Hi, I'm Hazel. I live alone on my 28-foot junk-rigged sailboat, and this week I'll be taking you along with me, picking right back up where we left off last week, sailing to Cadiz to visit the beautiful, the infamous Carnival. So, let's get into it. Okay, we're at the Carnival again. It's Monday.
Another day, another carnival.
Yeah. It's busy. We got 2 groups here.
En la tacita para siempre, si es una naturaleza. Su madrina fue la patrulla con su mantilla. Ay, tiriquitri, mi tango de cal, la guitarra porta una concha de manzanilla. Para invocar su eterno cantar, sientes el veneno estallando en tu vena, ya no vuelta atrás.
Sadly, my week in Cadiz was over faster than you would think, so it was time to head back to Rota.
We've got Captain Hazel tuning in from the Bay of Cadiz, where the weather is getting increasingly nicer. Hazel!
Hello! Oh, should I say something now? You're catching us right in the middle of the most perfect downwind sailing day. What a beaut!
What a beaut! We're out here fishing for deep sea tuna and compliments. Tony, your hair is looking fantastic today. And Hazel, that color is great on you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Caught and snagged.
Charlie, I love that hair tie.
Hook, line, and sinker, baby.
I was just in the process of making some eggs, some marinated eggs to be specific, but then I get out my egg box, my new thing, so that I don't have to have cardboard egg boxes anymore, and look at that, they're moldy from the outside. What the hell? Anyway, so what I am doing now is I'm just wiping them off, and then I'm doing the old egg and water trick. So take this one, it's already been wiped off, it's already passed the test. Pop it in a glass of water. Does it sink or float? If it sinks, it's good. If it floats, it's bad. So that is what I'm going to do with every single egg. Clean it, and I guess my mistake was maybe there's like a little breathing valve in this thing, and I had that closed, so there was no airflow. Maybe that was the issue. Okay, so another thing that I'm doing is sanding this nice little bit of mahogany where my barrel is. You can see that's what it looked like before, sort of flaking off. We'll sand that back to wood color and then varnish it. So now that I've sanded this, or flicked it with the bit of sandpaper, I'm masking up the edges, which arguably is like one of the most important jobs and one of the most difficult, in my humble opinion. Like, to get these edges right, which I'm gonna have to redo that one. Enjoy watching me struggle. Oh, finally, this area. They're probably not gonna win any masking awards, but it is good enough. I'm gonna have to mask around that lamp, or I'm gonna have to drill that screw out because that is basically stripped, and the head off of this screw just broke off. Like the screw's still stuck in there. I don't know if you can see that. And that one's basically stripped. Can't get that out. So either I'm gonna ignore it for now and put some masking tape around the lamp, or I'm gonna drill the screws out. I think I'm just gonna mask around it, to be honest. I guess I haven't really explained what I'm doing or why I'm doing this. I mean, you could probably tell from my masking tape, but I am painting this here wall because these bits are painted clearly, and I think that'll blend in nicely. The rest of my boat is kind of wood colored, so this will give it like a nice little pop. And then I'll hang some pictures on this wall. I think it'll look really nice. So yeah, that's going to be painted. Otherwise I'm not really going to do any painting in here, except for in the heads, I guess. I plan on painting that some different colors as well, but that's by the by. Let's get some undercoat on this. Alright, and now it is time for the heads. I'll have to mask it up and sand it a little bit to get a good bond between the paint and the wood, and then it's undercoat time. Today, and actually it's supposed to get even windier tomorrow. It's gusting to 30 apparently right now, and tomorrow it's supposed to be gusting to 40 or 43, maybe even 50, depending on which weather model you look at. But yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna do your laundry. The world doesn't stop just because it's windy. Yeah, the end of that. We did fill it over the max a little bit though. Oh well. It's just a guideline anyway. So this is the current state of play. Everything is wet. First rain jacket. Oh, some drips on the floor. Second rain jacket. There's that. What else do we have here? T-shirt, trousers, one pair of shoes in front of the heater, second pair of shoes in front of the heater. I'm wearing jeans that are also wet. So yeah, I officially don't have any dry clothes anymore, I guess. I definitely don't have any dry shoes, so I'm gonna have to slip in some wet ones, which is a bit icky. But as you may be able to tell from this situation, it is not the greatest weather outside. It's still super windy and of course rainy as well. So I got this bad boy here wet when I rushed outside this morning to put on some more lines on my boat because it was super windy. I think it was gusting to like 45. At least that's what the weather app says, so I believe it. I don't have a wind speed indicator, so it's a guessing game for me. But gusting to 45 sounds pretty credible. Certainly felt kind of crazy. It's got less now. Still gusting 30, 35 right now, so 10 knots less, something at least. You can still hear it howling though. But otherwise everything's fine, apart from everything being wet. I took down my spray hood earlier this morning, and yeah, like I said, I put on some more lines, so I am super secure. My boat is not coming off the dock unless the dock comes off, which I think is quite unlikely, really. So yeah, that's good news. Let's go outside. Present you with my line setup. I've got a second aft line, then I put on a second spring as well, and then this spring is doing nothing, and then I put on a second forward line as well onto a different fleet. Then clearly that forward line is doing nothing. I wrapped another line around my sail, took down the spray hood. Yeah, she's not going anywhere, it's just not the nicest at all. Anyway, time to hide indoors and have some fun. So I have some very sad news. Look at this. I mean, that paint is just coming off so easy. And no, we didn't just try to scrape it off just in case it would come off. When I took the masking tape off of this panel, a little bit of paint came off with it, and I just thought, well, I'll just patch that up. But I have learned now that the paint, the undercoat, I guess, hasn't really taken to the wood, and so we have to take it all off again and redo it.
Yeah, it won't take very long.
It's just a little bit sad and annoying. And I'm gonna have to do everything again. And I've just undercoated a panel in my heads as well, which is probably gonna have to come off. And yeah. But that's just life, hey? It's hailing! What the hell?
Oh, that's what you call precipitation.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
What? It's actually hailing.
He goes with the second trident.
Yeah.
So it's a different primer, undercoat, and we sanded more thoroughly. And, we live in hope. Give it half hour and get another one on it.
Proper windy right now. It's supposed to be gusting to like 43, but sometimes it honestly feels stronger. I just put my waterproofs on just in case I need to rush out and do something. Yeah, just sitting by the hatch, kind of watching everything. It's a little anxious. Yeah, not particularly enjoying myself, but I guess this is just how it goes sometimes. Everything should be fine. I've got my lines doubled up, so we should be good. But it's also good to watch the other boats just to make sure that everybody's okay. Yeah, hopefully it'll be over soon. Alright, that is it for this week. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. As you can see, the weather, you know, it's still quite unreliable, and it's sometimes still quite cold even though it's in the south of Spain, though I don't want to complain too much. I am wearing a t-shirt right now, so it can't be that bad really. But yeah, hopefully the windy stuff is kind of over now. I'm certainly over it, so yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to my amazing patrons, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!